The Grameen Intel Social Business was the brainchild of Nobel laureate Professor Muhammad Yunus of Grameen Trust and Intel chairman Dr. Craig Barrett. Their belief was that the power of information technology should be used for addressing the needs of the poor. eKutir's vision was similar, to use ICT to enable socio-economic transformation, to alleviate poverty and provide the various services fulfilling the unmet needs of the rural poor. From empowering livelihoods to addressing issues like access to affordable and appropriate finance, basic health and education.
The philosophy of the joint venture between Grameen and Intel is to empower people who are poor rather than give as charity. That is, it is about giving a hand up rather than a hand out. So that is the basic reason this joint venture was set up, to use IT for development in a sustainable way.
With galloping population growth, farming becoming less viable, and productivity not keeping up, the crisis of food security and rural poverty is looming large. The population of small farmers in developing nations is estimated to be over 2.5 billion, and their livelihoods are under severe threat. And we are all dependent on these folks for our food, a serious problem for the planet.
The first focus area of the collaboration between Grameen Intel and eKutir was focused on small farmers and improving the productivity of the small farmers so that they could improve their cash flow and income in a way that they would be more profitable and they would stay in farming and therefore contribute to the prosperity of the community and also to be secure with their food. That is food security.
The uniqueness of this approach is its bottom-up approach and its focus on solving the problems of the individual farmer.
आमे आगरो साधा चाष करथिलु आमे eKutir साथरे आमे जोगाजोग करिकि आमे श्री पद्धति रे करचु एथरे हमरो बहुत कम खर्च आदाय बहुत हमर कंप्यूटर माध्यम रे eKutir आमो सूचना सब देउछंदी.
The key to this farmer-centric solution is the role of the village entrepreneur to provide on-demand access to various quality agricultural services and products conveniently and cost-effectively at the farmer's village. He does this by using information technology to connect the various remote service providers in the agriculture ecosystem, such as suppliers, agro experts, market aggregators, and microfinance.
It is a joint venture initiative जोटा कि Intel Grameen और eKutir joint initiative रे एठी कार्यक्रम चलीची. Basically ब्लॉक रो 19टा ग्राम पंचायत रु आमे 11टी ग्राम पंचायत रे हमर कार्यक्रम जारी रखिछु. हमर 7 जण एंटरप्रेन्योर एठी काम करूछन्ती.
मु 2509 जण फार्मर को नै चाषी को नै के काम आरंभ करछि एवं सेमान को मधरे मु गोटे ग्रुप एफआईजी ग्रुप फॉर्मेशन करछि. हम ग्रुप माध्यम रे चाष आस हम काम आरंभ करछु. एबे तो लोकंकर नीड जहा दरकार मानदा मंजी किमा सार तांगर ऑर्डर मता तांगर जोगाउछु एवं एथरु मु वार्षिक 70-80 हजार टाका इनकम करते.
Some of the key services that the entrepreneur delivers are soil testing to assess the soil capacity, soil nutrient analysis, best quality seed and fertilizer selection and procurement, best crop growth practices, expert advice on pest and disease remediation, harvest management and aggregating of inputs and produce, and reaching multiple markets. In the past, due to lack of understanding of the innate soil nutrient capability, a farmer had no understanding of what fertilizer to use, which brand, what quantity, or its application practice. With no soil testing centers nearby and lengthy and expensive feedback time, he had no idea of what fertilizer to buy and its quality.
The farmer is getting not only right type of fertilizer but also advisory on right doses and the cost associated with the fertilizer and the place from where he can avail these fertilizers, he can get these fertilizers. With this intervention, the spurious application of fertilizer is eliminated, the cost in applying the fertilizer is minimized and the productivity is also ensured.
As a result, the farmer is guaranteed non-spurious and appropriate fertilizer for particular crop, no overdosages, cost savings and improved crop productivity. It provides a farmer with an understanding of what are the various points where he can improve his productivity, displays the actual results of his interventions and provides him a way to scientifically find ways to get out of his economic trap.
The productivity of the farmer is linked to the finances available to him, but the banks or the financial institutions are not able to provide the required finance to the farmer, mainly because of perceived risk by them. In this intervention, the risk associated with the farming are mitigated to a large extent, for which the service provider like banks or microfinancial institutions can come forward and start giving the financial assistance to the small and marginal farmer for their productive operation.
These solutions are not only helping farmers with better gains, but also creating and sustaining business and jobs. This is one of the many modules to help the farmer as well as the entrepreneur to drive their micro eAgro business.
The eAgro concept is applicable across the world and not just in local context. It is about empowering rural livelihoods in general. In doing so, what you're enabling is the rural inclusion, which means getting them to be included as being an important stakeholder in society.
We at Intel, Grameen Intel and eKutir are looking forward to collaborate with various partners to enable scaling of these benefits to the next billions in the world.